chicos, bienvenidos a este nuevo curso, nueva formación. No worries, it will be in English, this one. There will be other coming, but in Spanish. And I was saying that welcome to this new Spanish language course that I hope that you enjoy to the most. Exactly, we are in Sabor Español. Language learning through flavor recipes and obviously Spanish recipes. So, what is this course about? Well, let me first introduce myself. My name is Carmen. I'm Spanish. I'm from Madrid. Soy madrileña. And I'm a certified teacher and philologist as well. So, I want to share with you my passion for my native language. And this is a very good way, I think so, of doing it. So this course in the end is language learning, even though if you are a beginner, is perfect for you because it is language learning, but through recipes, traditional Spanish recipes, yeah? So through these 5 recipes, by the way, meaning to say in 5 modules, we will be covering basic, essential knowledge of Spanish language. I mean, in terms of vocabulary, not just related to food, yeah, but not related to food as well. Grammar, obviously, will be covering very basic and essential. Yeah, I don't want to forget that aspect as well. We will be seeing expressions typical and related to the recipes we'll be seeing. I think it is an excellent opportunity as well to cover some cultural aspects and gastronomy aspects. And then I will be recommending you some activities, how to work the knowledge that we will be seeing through the 4 skills: speaking, written, reading, and listening. Yeah. So my suggestion is follow my indications. In advance, I'm going to tell you the not just the content of the course, but which ones are the recipes that we are going to start, to work in this course. In case that after this you were interested in a more intensive course of Spanish, you have the option as well of accessing to my Spanish Accelerator intensive course. We are talking about more than 20 modules, more than 100 units, so that's really, really intensive, up to the point that you could get into, A2 level of Spanish. Or you already have knowledge of Spanish and, for instance, you need to improve your understanding of the subjuntivo or your understanding of the verbs or the perífrasis verbales, which are some sort of phrasal and prepositional verbs of the English. So, that said, let's go into more detail about the content of Sabor Español, Spanish flavor. I invite you to, before you start, listen to the podcast. If you haven't done so, go through the introduction and detailed explanation of what is this course about, to whom this one is addressed to, what you will gain, with this course, yeah, and what is the structure of the course, which basically I already explained you, but in detail and with more time you go and read it, yeah. As well, if you have any question, if you need further assistance related to the content of these 5 modules of this course, feel free to reach us in either social media, yeah? I mean, either social media in Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, or even though you have the option as well here of doing a comment, like please comment or please contact me at blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and we will be delighted to do so in the podcast, I mean. So, the structure of each module, again, is mainly the same. I mean, the areas to be covered are the grammar, the vocabulary, but not just related to food, some expressions, phrases. I think, again, it's an exceptional opportunity to cover some cultural aspect and some gastronomical, aspect as well. Our recommendation, me the first, on how to work that given knowledge. And it was really hard to select a recipe because Spanish gastronomy is very, very rich. It's Mediterranean gastronomy, and it's very varied and very rich in offer. But we focus on which ones are part of, between inverted commas, of the stereotype of Spanish. Yeah. So, on the one hand, we decided to start with, here we go, guess what? I'm sure you have heard this one before. Here we go. Paella, as it's said in English, in Spanish, paella. Yep. This is the starting point of this course, which will be followed by a must which is tapas and bares. Tapas y bares. Tapas and bars. Yeah. Then we have to see some sweet, recipe. So we decided to have a look at churros con chocolate. Yeah. I cannot translate that. That's international, just in Spanish. So just, yes or yes, churro with chocolate. Yeah. Very unique Spanish, as far as I know. I have seen similar in other countries, like for instance in Cyprus, but it's not the same. Absolutely no, it is not. It's a photocopy. No, I don't want to be bad, but it's something very unique indeed. Then in module number 4, we wanted to cover the drink part. So we were thinking about wines, but again, internationally well known is, yes or yes, sangria. That's unique. And then we will finish with a final project. Meaning to say, you will be involved in a recipe. Yeah, we'll explain in more detail by them. So again, really hard to choose just these recipes, but I think these ones are quite well known and aligned to international identity of Spain. We are going to focus on this one only because if we involved the enormous variety of the gastronomy as well in the 18 plus countries in Latin America, it could be like, okay, we need more than one course. So we wanted to start with gastronomy of Spain. Yeah. So this is how we are going to do it. It would be me in this case, the one accompanying you. I do hope so that you enjoyed. It would be very dynamic. Each session would be approximately, 30 minutes maximum, more or less. But you will be given homework in order to, in a very active way, you gain, and above all, you practice it. Yeah, because what's the word without action? Nothing. So, as well, oh yes, I don't want to forget this. Every month, exactly the same as with the other courses that we are offering, either in YouTube and in the podcast, we have a Q&A encounter, let's say, gathering. Yeah, so please follow us in Facebook, or Instagram, or LinkedIn, because it is the last Friday of each month. But before that date, we will be sharing the information on how to access to that private, gathering. I mean, just the participants of the courses, whatever sort of, obviously same level, will be the ones having access to. Others, no. So in advance, let me tell you, thank you very much for sharing this course and the podcast with your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues. Thank you very much. Really, I hope that you enjoyed. I love the idea of doing through this way, and I was hesitant as well with starting with Mexico, but I thought, okay, let's start with Spain and then continue seeing other aspects, not just food, of different countries. Let's start with the food in Spain, then let's go to Mexico and see the dances, yeah, or the architecture, for example. I mean, different arts, yeah. But again, that I hope and I believe that you're going to enjoy it. So again, I want to wish you a very good day ahead. Until next episode, as I always say, please, cuídate. Adiós.